Good morning, student. I have few news from Cerritos College. I got email this morning. I need to announce with you, and I also combine with some of announcement for final for both class, Architecture 110 and Architecture 113. So first on, I want to let you know about the news from Cerritos College. They need the student. They need me to send to all of the student for make sure all of the student have the update or the current Cerritos College new safe for student. And the second part, I will talk with you a little bit about the final, the guideline, the days, and review one for both class. So first of all, for Cerritos College, they let you one of optional for the student if they want to get the job. It starts by 18 per hour and approximately 23 hours per week, so you can apply now. The job is tutoring, but the remote job. So if you need to know more information about that, you need to go to visit them at www.cerritos.edu/sc-tutor.htm, or you can email directly to the people working on Michelle. She has the email address right here, and you can also ask the question about regard with the job. I think it's very good. 18 per hour, just teaching math and English. So I suggest that some of you need to looking for the job. It's a very good one to concern with. And the second one, the news from Cerritos, they said that they have International Education Week on 2020. It's on November 16 to 20. That means next week, right? Yeah, next week. So that's why it can start from next week, Monday until Friday. So that's why they have the program for international education. So if you need more information about that, you can go directly to the website or to call in the office hour, or you contact with David by email, by phone number. This is his email. And if you want more specifics about that's the program, you can go to the website www.cerritos.edu/OISS, and they will tell you about the special program for international education. Okay, so that's for Cerritos College. So now about myself, about the class Architecture 113 and Architecture 110. I have the final decision for the final. So for Architecture 113, the final will be reviewed from study section number 1 until number 18. Right now we are on number 14. So we have 4 more left and done with the lecture. I just want to mention with you that on the lecture 16, I post on Happylife-truelife ready, and also I open on of the Canvas file for you can see on of the lecture over there. And I decide to have 2 rounds for the final. The first one is around 150 to 165 question. Minimum is 150 and maximum is 165 for round number 1. And this will be on Thanksgiving. That means earlier than the main final date. November 26th, I will open for you to do the round number 1 for all of the students. After that, if I have the results for round 1 plus on of the rating you have from study section number 1 to number 18, plus the credits I usually give you on the True Life, or I ask you randomly from now until the final, few of extra credits for you can get it, and I will add it on together. If everything is very good, I will email for you that you pass the course. So you don't need to see me on round number 2 if you pass the course. One more time, I will contact you by email, Canvas, inbox, the blue navigator for conversation. I will let you know that you pass the final or not. And if you pass on round 1, you're done. You don't need to see me on the round number 2. Round number 2 is the main final for all of the students. But if you pass number 1, you don't need to see number 2, round number 2. If you have, for example, you got the final for round 1 and I post the result on there, but you feel that is that really highest one for your grading, you can try to round 2 for improve your final, and maybe you get better than grade. And round number 2 will be exactly 165 question, and it will be on exactly the final day, December 15. Or you can call me to set up the time earlier than this one. So if you ready everything, you want to take the round 2 final earlier than December 15, email to me again by blue navigation, the one for conversation. You can open Canvas inbox and email me. So we will set up the date for you can do final earlier than December 15. That's for Architecture 113. If you have any question, we can discuss more on the normal pronto time on on Tuesday. For Architecture 113, we on Tuesday. So you can email me on Tuesday, or you can contact me on Tuesday pronto time 6:30 to discuss about the final. That's Architecture 13. Now, Architecture 110, we have the list for final also. The review is on of the chapter from textbook. I remember chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 7. And on of the chapter, I prepare for you. So, on of the chapter, you look at the calendar or the syllabus, you can see on there. You have 2 rounds also for final. Round number 1, 60 to 80 question. It includes for 3 parts, fill in the blank, true, false question, and multiple choice question. And this round 1, it will be again Thanksgiving, 11/26. I will open round 1 final for you guys. If you do very good, excellent on round 1, and you had the result for that, maybe that day or later, one few days, I will add the score from the final round 1 with on of the lecture assignment you have, plus the credits for on of the time you got with me, plus the pronto time you got the credit also. So basically, if I add on together and you higher than 90%, at that time you pass the course. You don't need to see me on round number 2. Done. After that, but the people pass like that, I will email you. Email you the day maybe after the Thanksgiving. I will email you. Okay, are you very good on the final? You pass the course. You don't need to see me on round number 2. I will let you know about that one soon. And if some people finish round number 2 final, but the grade is not really good, and if added on, you didn't hear anything about my email. So that means you need to take round number 2 final. Round number 2 final is exactly 80 questions. And it will be on December 15 or the time by arrangement. That means you need to contact with me for earlier than this day if you're ready. Round number 2 is for all of the students who want to get the best grade and or pass the class. So that's why round number 2 is saved for all of students. Okay. So if you finish 1 and you're very good, you got 90% up, and you don't need to see me round number 2. with my announcement or my email to tell you about that. If you didn't hear anything about myself, you need to go to round 2. Final is on December 15th. Okay. A little bit more about the projects. Right now, we on step 2. A lot of people email for me before or after quiz number 1, they got 200 maximum. And after quiz number 2, they got 190 maximum. So now, you on the 3rd step. If now you email to me about the projects before the quiz day is next week on November 12th. So if you email me before that day, you got up to 180. How about after that? After quiz number 3, up to 150 only. And the deadline for that it is Thanksgiving 11/26. So it depends on your choice. If you submit late, you got very low point about the projects. Okay. So all of them I tell you already. So it's up to you. If some people would like to do the round 1, I suggest that you have the project ready to submit to me, so I can add on up your grading for decide you pass the class or not, and you don't need to see me in the round 2 or not. Okay. So basically like that for Architecture 113 and 110 for this semester. So now I have a little bit for next semester. That means spring 2021 semester enrollment. If you have know me before, or you study with me right now, or you know any student, your friend or something, they interesting with architecture major, or they use architecture major class for transfer to another university, higher education, they can take one of my class. And if they're interesting, they can get more if you if they like. So now basically on spring 2021, I have 2 classes. One of them is Architecture 110, again, Introduction, Architectural and Environmental Design. And another class is Architecture 122, is Architecture Delineation. If you want to learn more about architecture, about sketching, about drawing 1 point, 2 point perspective, shadow, some of not really design, but I will teach you about the techniques, how to sketch, how to draw, basic drawing on architecture. And this is the class for Architecture 122, 1 point, 2 point perspective, or how do you sketch the projects in the first time, something like that. It's regard with architecture. So if you're interested, you can register that for spring 21. I think that the semester start to enrollment already, so if you like, you can register right now. If you have more information about this class or about myself, you can go to the website www.cerritos.edu architecture and -default.atm. So you will see my history biology over there. You can see the class I'm teaching, and also you can see something about architecture division. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Especially thank you for all of my current on my previous student. They register for the new class on spring semester. The class on 122. Thank you so much for you interesting with my way to teaching. See you next time.